Welcome to Bee's Travelogue, Episode 8. This episode covers my one-day trip to Phi Phi Island on a speedboat from Patong Beach. I was picked up from my hotel, and together with several other guests, we were taken by van to Phuket. After waiting for all the tourists to arrive, we were sorted into different groups and boarded our various boats. On the speedboat, our guide gave us safety instructions and told us about snorkeling. I wasn't sure at first whether I wanted to participate or not, especially since I usually wear glasses, but he convinced me that I should give it a try. So once we arrived here on Bamboo Island, I took a short stroll along the coast to take some pictures, and then I actually hid my cell phone under my towel and went snorkeling by myself. Snorkeling was actually so much more fun than I had anticipated. Looking at all the fish and coral beneath me was very exciting, and another snorkeler tapped my hand and pointed at a small striped snake diving toward the seafloor. For lunch, we stopped at a buffet on one of the islands, and several people were kind enough to invite me to their table and sit with them and chat a little bit. After lunch, I went out on my own again, walked along the beach. I wanted to see what I could find. Took lots of pictures of the cloud formations, the other islands, and just the boats along the beach. These are actually some of my favorite pictures from the entire trip. We then left the island again and headed to Monkey Island to see some of the monkeys. While some other boats actually stopped at the beach, we were told that we wouldn't do that because the monkeys could sometimes be aggressive. We went close with the boat to the cliffs and saw several monkeys on the rock, just looking at us. From Monkey Island, the boat took us past very green water to Viking Cave. It's a cave that boats just pass by. You are not allowed to go inside, but it was very interesting to look at, especially with the beautiful water. We stopped again for some snorkeling and then went into the Emerald Lagoon for even more snorkeling and just wonderful emerald green water. The color of the water in this lagoon changed in different areas, from a deep bluish green to a light turquoise to a yellowish green. Surrounded by those steep cliffs and then filled with the Thai fishing boats, this spot was absolutely magical and one of my favorite locations on this trip. After leaving the Emerald Lagoon, our speedboat went through more turquoise water until we stopped at Phi Phi, and walked to Maya Bay. Maya Bay and the beach at Maya Bay are very famous from Hollywood movies. However, it's not possible for tourists to go into the water anymore. The corals and baby sharks are being protected. Tourists can only walk along the beach for a certain amount of time, and if they get too close to the rocks, which I did by accident, guards with whistles will call you back. I went to the end of the beach exploring, but didn't know that we weren't supposed to go that far. So when the whistle sounded, or maybe it was for this guy in the water and wasn't even for me, but I ended up going back and started looking for baby sharks. People were getting very excited when we actually saw little sharks in the shallow waters, and everybody was trying to take pictures. And again, the whistles sounded because we weren't supposed to go into the water. We could just look from the beach and see the sharks, but not bathe. It was getting late in the afternoon, so we all started to head back to our boat and took off toward Phuket. We had gone for maybe half an hour when our guide realized that he had left his bag behind. So all of a sudden the boat turned around and we went half an hour back and retrieved his bag. Nobody minded because we were on vacation and we were just longer on the boat and it didn't really matter so much. Back at Patong Beach, I tried to see another sunset, but it definitely wasn't as spectacular as the night before. I went for dinner and actually checked out the area of Patong Beach that is famous with those people that are looking for nightlife in Thailand. I am not one of those people. I'm usually back in my hotel by 8 or 9 o'clock, resting my feet after a long day exploring. Thank you for watching this episode of Phi Phi Island, and I hope you'll join me for episode 9 in Bangkok.